Hi, my name is Carter Taylor, and I run Indiana Lakes blog. And today we're going to, for the vlog, is going to be boat safety and with traveling when you're on the water and all that good stuff. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you have your motor up. It's very important that you have a motor that is able to go up off the ground because you can really tear up, any kind of motor. Especially if it's expensive or not expensive. It's just not good on it. And especially you want to have this locked down like that so it doesn't bounce and bow. The second thing you want to make sure is you got straps on the back. That's very important. So it keeps the boat from not bouncing, and especially with a ton of weight in the back. So up front, when it comes to towing stuff as well, you want to make sure that you got your safety on, all this good stuff. Every boat's different, of course. So you want to make sure that you always have some type of extra safety. Like on mine is a chain here. When hooking up to your truck or car, whatever you're towing with, you want to make sure this is down. You want to make sure all your chains are hooked up, all your lights work, of course. So that's a little bit about the travel safety stuff. So let's go. Once you have your boat in the water and you're safe and you're parked and ready to go get fishing or skiing or whatever thing you're doing, you want to make sure, first off, it's against the law if you don't have one, but two, it's just common sense to have one, is a floating device. I don't know about in any other states, but I know in Indiana you have to have one in your boat at all times. It could save a life. Truly, it really can. If you really think about it, it makes sense to have one. Secondly is have a life jacket. Another law in Indiana is that every person in the boat needs to have a life jacket. Whether they don't have to have it on, but as long as they have it. You could get fined just like this. You can get fined if you get pulled over by the DNR, whoever is, conservation officer, whoever it is. They can get you on that one. Secondly, the third thing that is important is a fire extinguisher. Like everything else that has a motor, it has gas, it has fumes, everything like that. A boat could catch on fire just like that, just like cars, just like everything else. And it is also against the law if you do not have a fire extinguisher in your boat. So that's another thing that's important when it comes to things safety-wise. So like, let's go to the restrictions for laws, and it's safety too. You want to make sure your stickers are up to date. I'm pretty sure I'm up to date 11/20. Yeah, I'm up to date on mine. So it's just like driving a car without a license plate. You always got to have one. You got to have it every year. You got to have insurance on your boat. It's like everything about it. It's just like a car. So that's really the main thing about safety. Let's go into another law in here. I'm not sure I have one or not, but yeah, you gotta have a title for your boat that goes with your stickers that says this is my boat, this is I own it, it's my possession. So that's important to have as well. So let's just go to content. I'm more of a fisherman type, so let's just talk about some things stuff that you'd find in your boat that's important to even have. For one, I always carry rain gear. You never know. We're in Indiana, you never know if it's going to rain, snow. You never know. So always keep rain gear. Another thing I always keep in mind is an extra propeller in my boat. You could hit a rock, you could hit a stump, anything in the lake, especially with Indiana lakes. You could knock that off like nothing and be stuck out in the middle of the lake. Another thing I would make sure that works is plenty of fuel. You don't want to, just like a car, you don't want to go out there with no fuel. If you make sure your gauge works is a big thing. Another thing I make sure I have with boat keys sink like a rock. So these little things here, you can get them at any marina or anything. You can throw this thing in the water and it floats. So this keeps your key above water. And the last thing is making sure that you have your fishing license. I know in Indiana they're real particular on that. I mean, it's almost the first question you get asked when fishing is, do you have your fishing license? So I mean, overall, as a conclusion, just have fun. I mean, I love everything about fishing. I love everything about tubing, skiing, all that good stuff. Just be on the water and having fun. So thanks for listening, and be safe.